Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Julia Shaheen, Mariana DiGiacomo, and our friends from the Stark County District Library. We are using a fun event, One Book, One Community, and also the Speaking of Books series. You've always brought in entertaining people, and really you're using this now for something really impactful in the community. And it's kind of interesting that this is all taking on a topic that's touched a lot of lives, and you're making a difference with it. You've got some more things happening. What are they?
So we're really excited about the programming that's going to go along with David Sheff coming in October for One Book, One Community, Stark County. Not only are some of the outside libraries participating as well, some of the independent libraries like North Canton and Maslin and Canal Fulton, but we're also working with some community partners to bring more programming in. So we're doing a program at Kent State University Stark campus called A Stark Conversation on Addiction, What You Need to Know as a Parent. And it's kind of an update to something that was done many years ago. But Stark Mar is putting this one on and in collaboration with us, as well as several other organizations. And it's going to be a panel discussion, a Q&A. It's just going to be a time for parents to be able to hear an update about what's going on in our community, and also ask questions and find out what they can do and how they can, take what they learn from that conversation and take it home with them.
Who will be on the panel?
Stark County Mental Health and Recovery Addiction recovery. They're working on the panel, actually. So we're hoping, to bring together a group of people that can, whether it's law enforcement or other social service agencies or mental health counselors, just a different grouping of people.
And again, parents, grandparents, you're going to want to attend.
Yep. Anybody in the field can attend. Parents, grandparents, teachers, educators, counselors, anybody with an interest in this.
If there's a young person in your life, and are we always talking about young people? I mean, there are elderly people who get addicted to painkillers.
Well, and also, elderly people get addicted, and then they also know people that, are addicted. So I think it's anybody that knows someone, whether you know someone that's addicted.
If you
know somebody, I think you should come.
Attend. Yeah. So that makes sense. So how do we squeeze all these people into Kent State at Stark?
We're just going to squeeze into a big room, and it'll be
a massive hug.
Okay, register for this event as well.
Perfect.
Yep.
And remind us when this takes place.
This one is on October 10th at 6:30 at the Kent State University Stark campus in their auditorium. And then we also have Travis Bornstein coming to two of our locations, our Perry Sippo branch on October 9th and Lake branch on October 15th, both at 6:30. And he is going to talk about his story. Unfortunately, his story does not end the same as, or his family story rather, does not end the same as David Sheff's.
And he's more of a local person.
He is a local person, and he's an advocate for addiction recovery. And he tells his story about what happened to his family and what he's doing every day to try and bring this story to light and use it as a way to stop it from happening to other people as well.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to have him to speak about this, and then of course start talking from child and adolescent behavioral health. They'll be doing a program at Plain Library in the movie. And there's still some other programming in the works from some of our independent library partners, so keep an eye out for that.
When will Travis Bornstein be speaking?
He'll be at Perry on October 9th and Lake on October 15th at 6:30.
My goodness, we're going to be seeing a lot of each other.
We are.
It's good.
Yes, very good. Yes, and God bless that family. My goodness, you go through a tragedy like that, there would be the tendency to respond one way or the other, and their way of responding is to reach out and help other people not go through what they went through. Quite amazing.
You can get the books as well. Just visit our website. You can put them on hold and read the books before the events.
Perfect.
They're available in a variety of formats as well.
There is a lot going on with Speaking of Books. Do you want to mention any of the other books in the series or some other things that are going to be coming up? We can take a moment to do that.
We are really excited. Not only do we have Elizabeth Vargas coming, but in February we have Ramona Robinson, so a semi-local celebrity.
Very.
She's written.
Very
she's written a
cool.
book, and she's working on some others. But
Didn't realize she'd written a book.
Yeah, so we're
that's
really
cool.
excited about that. And then we have Kwame Alexander coming. He is a poet and a New York Times bestselling author. He's well known in the young adult world, and it's going to be really exciting to have him. I think the educators and students, middle school and up, are going to have fun with his visit. So
Very cool.
yeah,
Is there a place we can go, Julia, where we can find all of these things?
starklibrary.org.
Couldn't be easier. Starklibrary.org. All right. You've got a couple of more lighthearted things. Phew. Okay, good. What else do you have going on?
So we are trying to bring more and more children's authors and musicians to town. So we are really excited to have Jim Gill come for his Dancy Party with Jim Gill. So he'll be playing music and just entertaining and getting the kids involved in his performance. So that'll be Friday, November 1st. We're really excited about that. That'll be a 10:30 presentation at the Palace Theater. And if anybody's not familiar with Jim Gill, he sings, he dances, he has some really fun children's songs and music. He's got tons of CDs out and I guess MP3s now. But he's got a lot that kiddos probably have been singing to their parents, but the parents didn't realize it was Jim Gill.
And now you'll know.
And now you'll know.
Where they came
You'll
from.
get all the songs stuck in your head, and it'll be really fun. And he'll get everybody out of their seats dancing and whatnot. And then later in the afternoon, for Jim Gill, we're going to actually have an educator workshop. So he'll be working with educators and how you can incorporate some of his stuff into their classroom.
Is that a day off or something? It's Friday at 10:30 in the morning.
It should be a day off.
I think too.
Should be
Yeah.
Stark Library brings Jim Gill to town day.
Exactly. That, can you get the mayor to declare that? Yeah. That'd be great. Or there's going to be a lot of people skipping school on tell us again, Friday,
November 1st.
November 1st.
10:30 at the Palace Theater, and you can go to starklibrary.org to register.
Very fun.
And you can also register for the educator workshop later in that day.
Okay, and something else that you're doing that I just love, Careers Without College, is something else that you are putting out there for people, for young people. What's this about?
Our main library is going to be hosting a program on how to land a career without college. And this is for teenagers, young people who maybe want to explore some options for careers that don't involve getting a college degree. And there are many options.
Obviously, nothing wrong with a college degree.
No, we
however,
don't want to discourage that.
It's not for everybody.
Right. And so this is just, we're going to be bringing in experts from the community. So we'll have panels where people can come and talk about different careers that they have done that don't require a college degree.
What are we talking about? What kinds of careers are we talking about here?
Things like welding, electricians, law enforcement, police officer, firefighter. So there are many career paths out there, and some young people may not know that these are options for them that are very good jobs that they could get, and we just want to bring that to light and help young people and their parents know that there are some options out there. There are so many in-demand jobs right now in Stark County that don't require a college degree, that are great jobs, high-paying jobs, pensions, and these are some ways that kids can explore things that they may want to do.
Mm-hmm. When is that again?
So this is actually a series, and it starts, the first one is on September 19th. It's at the main library, and again, you can register at starklibrary.org. There's another one on October 10th and one on November 14th. They're all at 6 p.m.
And will these be all covering the same information, or will you want to go to all of them?
Each one will be a different topic.
A different topic, perhaps a different career path.
Yes, working with many different organizations in the community that are going to be bringing experts talking about
very interesting
topics.
idea. Such an interesting idea. Are you only thinking of young people to be introducing them to this?
It's aimed at young people.
Okay.
High schoolers.
I know
those
some
just graduated.
older people who are wanting to do chapter 2, and and they thought maybe this would be kind of a fun way to go.
They can check it out.
Mm-hmm. So anybody is welcome to come. All right, but register first.
Should register. It's a good idea to reserve your seat.
Always. Okay. There is always something going on at the library, and I'm always telling myself, check check the library first before you even go to a store anymore, because you have it all available. Just for people, and I'm thinking again of the older generation, ways to learn computer literacy and all kinds of things. Can you just give us maybe like a little quick laundry list of the kinds of things we can find at the library that we might be surprised that we find at the library?
Sure. So, you mentioned computer skills. We have technology classes, and many of them are geared towards seniors who want to, figure out just the basics of using a computer. So we have senior classes for technology. We are embarking on a new venture called a Maker Studio. And this is going to be opening in September. We have an open house on the 19th. So anybody who's familiar with the concept of maker spaces, which brings together all kinds of different technology, and it's for students to come in and work on projects. It's for older adults to come in and maybe craft, learn how to use a sewing machine or an embroidery machine. It's for entrepreneurs or small business owners who want to come in and maybe test prototypes. So we're going to have really cool things in there, like sewing machines, embroidery machines, vinyl cutters, Cricut cutters, heat press, VHS and vinyl conversion station where you can bring in those old VHS clunky tapes and convert them to DVDs. So we have a wide variety of really cool things that
Will these
we're going to be doing.
Permanently housed at the library?
So we have a dedicated space for it.
Wow.
We're going to be having open hours where people can come in and just tinker around with the equipment. And we're also going to have classes that are scheduled in there. So we'll have sewing classes or VHS conversion classes. Again, check the Explore Guide or go to our website where all of these things will be listed. So we're really excited about that as well.
For somebody who thinks the library is a place where you go check out a book, you've really reinvented yourselves, haven't you?
We try.
What happens? Do you all get together and say, what else can we do?
Yeah,
what
kind
takes
of.
place
That's-
at these meetings? I would love to be
kind
a
of
bug on the wall.
We just have brainstorming sessions. We take cues from the community too. When we see that there's a hole or there's a need, what can we offer that they're not getting in the community that we can do for free for them? Just looking at the Explore Guide and the adult pages, there's a class on how to use clay. There's an introduction to Native American weaving,
Wow.
and book clubs, author events. We have an Edgar Allan Poe impersonator, I guess. Impersonator is the word.
Seriously.
Yeah, we have genealogy classes. You can come learn about your family tree and where you came
So
from.
cool.
So, there's so many cool things that you can do that people don't realize.
Our genealogy department and adult services department is also hosting a Family History Month series, so to go along with genealogy. But we have Nadine McElwain and Geraldine Radcliffe are going to be talking about their new book on African Americans of Canton. Jacqueline Mazzacchia has written a book called Italians of Stark County, so she'll be at the library during the series. Paul Hobe, who wrote Dixie Odyssey, and Richard Haldy, one of our favorites, who wrote Murder in the President's Family. So those are all in October. Check your Explore Guide or visit the website to sign up for those.
Give us the website one more time.
starklibrary.org.
There you go. Well, Mariana DiGiacomo and Julia Shaheen, thank you so much for all you're bringing to our community.
Thank you, Susie.
Thanks.